In the pale light of a desolate arena, countless skeletons rested in lifeless heaps, as they did every night. They were the forgotten soldiers of battlefields, easily spent, powerless beings. Yet one among them harbored a different inner voice. While the others moved with a mechanical indifference, this skeleton would gaze upon the bones left behind after each clash with a deep sorrow. The meaninglessness of their existence troubled him. One moonlit night, as the arena was bathed in silvery light, this skeleton broke away from the others. As he touched the bones on the ground, it was as if he could hear their whispers. These bones belonged to his once fellow warriors, now reduced to dust. An indescribable longing stirred within him. To give meaning to these losses, to forge a strength from them. While the other skeletons aimlessly drifted, he began to gather the bones of his fallen comrades. He started with just a few, but their number quickly grew. With an ever-increasing pile in his grasp, he moved towards the very center of the arena, under the curious gaze of the others. On the ancient and worn stone at the arena's heart, he carefully arranged the collected bones into a circle. The other skeletons silently approached, trying to understand this strange ritual. The nameless skeleton, with deep concentration, began to place each bone with care. It was as if an invisible hand guided them, locking together, forming a perfect whole. At the same time, a palpable change occurred within the skeleton's own bones. They grew sturdier, longer, and a new spark of determination ignited in his eye sockets. As the other skeletons whispered in awe, the collecting skeleton began to draw the bone pile he had created towards his own body. The bones flowed towards him like converging rivers, uniting for a single purpose despite once being separate fragments. Before the eyes of the other skeletons, he grew at an incredible speed. The frail body was gone, replaced by a towering giant clad in bone armor. The strength in his limbs now knew no bounds. And finally, as the last bone fell into place, a sound that shook the arena echoed through the night. The creature that stood there was no longer a simple skeleton, it was the giant skeleton. His height surpassed the arena's towers, and each step he took caused the ground to tremble. A dark energy, radiating from the bones he had gathered, pulsed in his chest. In his hand, a terrifying bomb made of the skulls of his enemies materialized, a symbol of past pain and future victory. The other skeletons knelt before their new leader. For them, an aimless existence was no more. This mighty being, born from their midst, would strike fear into the entire Clash Royale world, showing everyone the silent power of bones. As the giant skeleton rose from the arena floor, he knew that he had changed not only his own destiny, but the future of all skeleton kind. They were no longer the hunted, but the hunters. And under his guidance, the small skeletons had finally united, becoming a strong and undefeatable army.